got the one and only Kay, the Realtor, the Michigan Realtor.
Yes.
I want to thank you so much for taking your time out, for blessing the platform with the information that you do have.
Thank you.
I thank you. This episode is Detroit Got Celebrities, where I just highlight everybody that's doing something, because I feel like everybody from Detroit are celebrities. And it's your host, Lee. I appreciate you. Let's dive straight into it. I want to get into that viral clip first. What, like you was just messing around, just said, let me post this?
Yes. So it's so crazy because I got injured showing the house. So I dislocated my knee, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was sitting in the house. I ain't had nothing to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just looking. I'm like, yeah, let me create a viral. I was like, you know what? I ain't doing nothing. I loved MC Bree when I was a kid. So
Right.
I just recreated it.
I liked that. I said she brought it some times, and then when I grabbed it off TikTok, I was like, let me post this, and I didn't even know it was gonna go that crazy, but
I mean, I didn't expect it to go that crazy,
Yeah.
like it did, but I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It must have brought everybody memories because I'm still getting like views from it.
yeah, for sure.
Uh-huh.
That we got to shout out to he's a legend for that. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
MC, for sure. He set the tone for Michigan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From Flint. That was legendary stuff right there. And I
Mhm.
appreciate you bringing it back to us. You had the Pistons on.
Oh yeah, repping
Driving
my
like,
city. You know, I gotta
yeah.
rep my city. And not only that, I want everybody to know, I know he was from Flint. Because he was from Flint. I know we still listen to it in Detroit. I still grew up on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't.
We all won though at the end of the day.
Right.
We can't let these little cities throw us off. You don't think we all won.
Right, we united, okay. I like Flint too. Like, you know, like what's the big deal? So I didn't think it was that, but people like he's from Flint, so I know. We still listen to it though.
For sure.
Right.
Can you tell me about your upbringing in Detroit? What area you grew up at, and how was it?
Yeah, sure. So I am a West Sider. West Side.
West Side. Okay. Hold on. West Side. Let's do it.
Right.
For real, I think you the first. No, West Side was yesterday, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, West Side, yeah, for sure. West Side was the other day when I did it. I've been getting West Side back to back now.
Okay, yeah,
but,
West Side in the building.
That's all. We all won, y'all.
Right. I've been on my family, my daddy's side of the family from the East Side, so I'm very familiar with the East Side, just like I am the West Side. But I grew up on the West Side, off of like 6 Mile and Evergreen. So that was my old stomping grounds.
Okay.
Still stump there a little bit, but not as much as I used to. But that's where I grew up here. I born, raised here. I left for a second, came right back, you know. So I love Detroit.
You love Detroit, huh? You're a Detroit native for life, huh?
Yeah,
Have you ever lived anywhere else besides Detroit?
I was younger. My ex-husband was in the military. We went to England.
How was that? You lived in England?
I lived in England for about 2 or 3 years. England was boring.
Oh, it was?
Oh my God, it was boring. Like some people, Germany must have been where it was at, but England, I mean, I was bored to tears. I couldn't wait to come home. So I was there for a little while, but it's just different. It's slower. Detroit is not the fastest city. It's like mid-tempo, but England is just slow.
How do you get like citizenship? Like, do they apply, you know what I'm saying? Do you have green cards, or how do that go over there to stay over there?
I think because he was in the military, just the military ID, you get a military ID, grants you permission to live over there.
Oh, that's something. That's lit, then.
Right? Yeah. Yes.
That's lit. So, 6 Mile, Evergreen area, raised, stomping grounds. What high school?
Cass Tech.
Cass Tech.
See?
What's so crazy? I had the lady I just interviewed. She went to Cass Tech, and she was telling me about how you got to upkeep the grades and keep it. You know what I'm saying? You can't really fall short in that.
Yep, you got to test in and you got to keep your grades up. So Like my sister, when she got kicked out,
Mm.
shout out to my sister. But she went to Redford. She said that was good for her. So she ended up going to Redford in the REAP program. But yeah, we tested in. But yeah, I love Cass.
When Cass Tech, did you go to college after that or?
Eastern Michigan.
Eastern, so you just all the way deep rooted Michigan.
Right, I like deep Michigan.
You're like, I'm going to Eastern, I'm going to top school, Cass Tech.
Right. I didn't leave the city. Like, I've been in the city and surrounding areas. Metro Detroit for sure.
And now I want to know what middle school you went to in elementary.
I went to Emerson.
Okay, Emerson, where that's I heard of that. Is it still open or it's closed?
It's still open.
Okay.
It's off of Curtis, like, near Evergreen.
Okay.
Curtis and Evergreen. But yeah, I went to Emerson. I did go to a private school for a little bit. It was called Fairlane Christian.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's still open, but I did finish 8th grade in Emerson.
And how was private school? Was it like?
It was cool. I mean, you know.
Was it different from like public school?
It was. I think because you were a minority in a
Okay.
private school. I was the minority in a private school. So it was in Dearborn. If you know Dearborn back in the days in the probably late 80s, early 90s, as I'm up there, it was it was mostly, you know, Caucasian.
Okay.
Percentage, so it wasn't a lot of African Americans or blacks at that time in the school.
Okay. Well, well, let's dive in.
Okay.
Can you share your journey into real estate and what led you to become a realtor in Michigan?
Sure. So I mean, I love helping people.
Support. Okay.
Support, yeah. I love support. So I always wanted to do real estate. Watching HGTV and everything like that. That was my favorite thing. So I finally took the dive, took the test, and I just really liked the whole process. I'm the kind of realtor, like, I'm gonna be your best friend during the process, because even you like, I might settle for this house, like, no. You like, how the realtor gonna tell me no? But I'm the kind of realtor, like, no, that's not what you said you wanted. We gonna keep going till you say, yeah, what you want, that's it. So I'm really the person, I like to be hands-on with all of my clients. I really do.
So hands-on with the clients, huh?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because I mean, we want to get a house, get them the perfect house. So when they pay that mortgage, I want them to smile every month.
So you want happy clients all the way through for the next 30 plus years.
Yes, I haven't had any complaints so far. Right.
So I don't blame you.
Right.
Oh man. What are the key challenges you face in your career and how did you overcome them?
I think one time I almost burnt out. You can get really caught up in just going. Real estate is a go business. And I had went part-time for a minute, so I was working and doing real estate part-time. And I just was burning the candle at both ends.
Okay.
So at one point I had to take a break and then I had a breast cancer scare, so at that time. And I was just like, you know what? I'm taking a break.
Right.
And I was like, you get so used, the income and the people still need your help.
Yeah.
But you just have to take a time for yourself. Like, I just need a minute. Like, there's so much going on that I just feel overwhelmed and burnt out. So I'm sure you as an entrepreneur know about yeah.
Yeah, it seems like, even being a realtor, it seems like you have to turn on a switch even if you're not there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can be having it set up for this house and something happen. And you still got to meet this person. And you know what I'm saying? So it's like because you got to sell the house.
You have to sell.
You know what I'm saying? Your goal and your energy can't be off, and you know what I'm saying? I shout out to them because it's like, I know it's like a little tough process with that.
It can be, I've driven and they always show, like on the realtor shows, it's always sunny, no snow on the ground and stuff. They don't show the part where you driving in the middle of a snowstorm because whoever you're helping only has 30 days to leave. They gotta be out in 30 days. That part they don't show on the show, okay? But that's something that we do as real estate agents. People call me like, my landlord gave me a notice, I gotta move in 30 days, and we are on it, and we don't have the option to sit at home and wait for the snow to subside.
Right. Yeah.
We gotta keep going.
That's a
Right.
Gotta keep going with that.
Right. Yeah.
Oh man.
Because that's what I say. Well, they're gonna be homeless. You see what I'm saying? And as your real estate agent kind of picks up a little bit of your problem, they take on your situation a little bit, just depending. And it stresses me out. Like if it does not working right, is it taking a little bit longer? Oh my gosh, I'm so.
You stress like.
Right. Yes.
Oh, man. I can imagine. That's why you were saying like, I need a break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, working and still trying to. Ooh.
Yep, and still trying to do that. You have people, you negotiated this, but this deal taking 15 days longer, so now they got to get temporary housing, and you trying to get them before the temporary house. It can be so many situations because these are people's lives, you're dealing with. So being homeless is not a good thing to be, right? So you don't want to sell their house and they need a new house, and then they don't have anywhere to go. That's kind of, those are the worst case scenarios, but it happens. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's not all easy. It's not all sunshine and driving out and, your luxury cars to houses.
What's that one TV show that the relatives, they be making it look good?
Right, Selling Sunset or something. I think it's Selling Sunset. Is it Selling? Is it Selling?
I don't know, but I seen it, and it was just like basically, I think it was in Atlanta, and it was just showing the houses. I don't know. But
yeah, so they show the good side of the real estate.
They don't show the
show the other side. It's a hustle and bustle game for sure.
For sure. Okay.
And you gotta look good while you're doing it.
Yeah. So you gotta make this look good. Dress nice. Because they paying attention to everything, though. The client, you know what I'm saying? They looking like, well, let me see how this person carrying themselves, and you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I want to ask you a question. Is it, to be a realtor, is it a specific credit score to have, or you can have messed up credit and still sell houses?
You can have messed up credit. To be a real estate agent, now a loan officer, you have to have a certain credit score. You have to have good credit. Because I was a loan officer for a hot second. I let that one go.
You said, well, why you leave that go? Why you let that go?
You have to really be licensed in a lot of states to actually make a good living as a loan originator. But don't let nobody tell you different, because they'll try to sign you up just for Michigan. You're not gonna make any good money. It's not gonna be worth it.
Trying to do that, huh?
Yeah. So it was, and I'm like, and then the loan officer has enough stress already in a real estate agent, so you doubling the stress if you're trying to take on both roles.
Oh, we.
Yeah. So it's just too much. I decided it wasn't the lane for me.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What unique characteristics define the Michigan real estate market compared to other states?
I think we have like a more established community. So even our good communities, because like I have to tell, because people like the new construction, but you have to remember, like even the Detroit area, they have homes built in 1920, 1950s, 1960s. So they don't have a lot. They're still up in good condition. So trying to find that new construction in the Detroit area will be a little bit harder, because they're going to have to find an area kind of that they have taken on to tear it down and build up new construction homes. That's why you don't see a lot of new construction.
Right, you don't.
No, you won't see it in that area. Not in Detroit, because it's more established than certain cities. So say you're going to Texas. Texas, they might have started building up in the 1990s. So all of construction is 30 years old.
Right.
But you come here to Michigan, it's going to be 1950, 1960s. That's because that was the era in which everything was built. So that's that's going to be a difference in what you get based from city to city. So that's why I say, so certain things you can get new construction, but it's going to be very few or far between, because it's not that kind of, it's not that kind of place. It's a place, it's a more, but I feel like the older stuff has more character anyway.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Sure.
And it's built better and stronger, especially with the brick houses and stuff. But you're just not gonna find like those new construction homes really, unless you go far out. Like you have to go to Belleville, or to find in abundance, you have to go further out away from the city to get that.
Because they got all that newer land.
Right.
Land out there that when you go out there, they still building.
They still building.
It get, when I go out there, it just give me like farmer type vibe, because it be a whole field, big old field. Then you ride down a long road, then you turn.
Yeah. So those are the places where they'll end up developing that kind of land. It's just easier for them to do it that way. Yeah. So that's one thing I would say about the city.
The city lit. Okay.
It is.
Just the whole architect of the city, like the houses. Even when I ride down there, I live in Noise and 6 Mile,
Beautiful.
7 Mile. Just that whole brick type of vibe. Big. I'll be like, these are beautiful houses.
Yeah, they're beautiful houses, and they don't make them like that anymore.
I wish the city could keep that structure of housing. You know what I'm saying? I think that's nice. If you can come through the whole Detroit and get these brick, beautiful houses, just like over there on Linwood, them 2-family flats. I love that. That's dope, but I wish it was just all of the block. Well, I know it used to look like that at one point in time, but I love that, like, them big old houses that in the city, and they give you a city vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
and a lot of these areas are coming back, especially off 6 Mile, Illinois, and 7 Mile.
Oh yeah, they for sure. You see them investments. Them investments over there, they doing their thing.
And they going for a nice price too.
Yeah, what they think, or what they starting off at?
About $250,000, $300,000.
In the city of Detroit.
In the city of Detroit.
They're spending that
Don't let
money.
nobody tell you different.
Detroit got to go down.
Right, yes.
$250,000 houses around here.
Yeah. It's not like it used to be back when, the crash. It's not like that anymore. That's long gone.
Indian Village, and what's over there with a mayor house? You know what I'm talking about?
East English?
East English, Indian Village, or I don't know that.
Where the Manugian Mansion?
Yeah.
You talking about?
What's that called over there? There's some nice houses over there.
They're
too.
nice houses. I don't think Manugian is not in East English. It's off of I don't know the name. I don't know the name of the village. I can't remember it right now. But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But East English Village, those are, you looking almost $1 million. $750 in East English.
Sound like some good numbers, right?
Right.
I like numbers like that, guy. Come on.
Yes. So it's nothing small about these in Detroit at all. It's definitely a beautiful. It's very expensive to live in certain parts of the city. They never left.
No, for sure. Are there any specific trends you currently observing in home buying or selling behavior?
Yes, so a lot of people like turnkey houses. Now they don't.
What is turnkey?
Means you can basically turn the key and clean it up and move your furniture in. Or you can some people just turn the key and move furniture. They don't do the cleanup part, but you can.
Hold on. So people just say, "Come on, we ain't gotta clean up. We just
move right on in." So the move-in houses, like a lot of those investments, like I said, off of Livernois, they redo everything. So everything is modern, it's clean, it's fresh. They like turnkey. Now, back then, a lot of people, when HGTV was real popular, a lot of people just liked, they would do DIY, do it yourself, right? So they would buy the fixer-uppers, and they would replace the floor. And a lot of people don't want the hassle of that anymore. Yeah, I want to hassle that. So they want to just move in. They want to buy the house, move in. That's it.
So that's how it used to be though, where they did just want to fix up put it to their own style. Now they just want to just turn the key and walk in.
And walk in.
They don't even want to add their own flavor, huh?
No, they want the flavor that's already there. The gray hardwood floor, the gray paint, the quartz countertops. They want that aesthetic.
The peak bathroom. That peak bathroom is a legendary in Detroit.
Right, it is. It's a legend in Detroit, but no, they don't want that bathroom at all. No, they want the stand-in shower now. Okay, that's what the aesthetic is now.
Do you see a lot of like regular homes in Michigan getting added to or knocking things down in the house to create that type of walk-in bathroom type of feel?
Open floor plan.
Yeah.
Oh yes, they will knock down a lot of investors. So if an investor come in, they're going to knock it down. They're going to open a floor plan as much as they can, as much as they possibly can structurally. Yeah.
I think that's nice because like when you do see these houses, when you open the front door, you just see the kitchen, like you know what I'm saying, open floor. You know what I'm saying? Like that's nice. I like that style though.
Yeah, and a lot of people could. I mean, technically, if you were in your home, you could do it anyway. But it might cost. Who knows how much? I don't know how much it costs. At least I would think at least $10,000 to knock a wall down. At least. If it's not a structural issue, to knock it down and then make it an open floor plan. It's just, back in the day, I guess they wanted their walls, they wanted to shut doors on people. But they were having like 10 kids back in the day each. Okay, so maybe that's
some peace around here.
Right.
You gotta be quiet now.
Right.
We had an extra door.
Right.
They put the door on top of the door.
Right. Okay, they had doors, and we don't want doors now. We got 2 to 3 kids now, so we don't need that many doors.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Door, the basement door. I don't even see basement doors no more. Like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even see people put them up. Like, you just walking straight through. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Usually have a basement door closed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even see it.
Yeah, because a lot of people didn't finish their basements. So they didn't do that back, like, in the 80s and 90s. They really didn't. So the basement was just like a storage facility. Or go down there and wash. So they wanted to close it off. Don't go down there.
Right, yeah.
But now, it's part of the house.
Yeah.
If it's finished.
Yeah, they for sure. Basements is like the go-to now.
Right.
Go in the basement, got everything. You got refrigerator, everything down there. You ain't got to come up in my living room.
No.
Kitchen.
Right.
They got a kitchen down there.
They got kitchens. I've seen basements with kitchens.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah. So all your everything you need downstairs. You don't need to be in the top of my house at all.
No, for real. What do you believe is the most important quality for a realtor to possess when working with clients?
You have to be a people person. You have to love and like people, because people gonna get on your nerves. They're gonna do it. Even your best clients might, or you might be having a bad day. So you just have to understand, because it's a people business. You dealing with your client, your emotions, the other realtor, the seller's emotions. There's a lot of people involved in there. So just being, you have to be able to tend to all of the different things and emotion and the things changing in everybody's lives. Because now you have 4 or 5 people or 6 people invested in this deal. You got the lender. You got, you know what I'm saying? And all this kind of stuff. So you have so many people that you're talking to on a daily basis. So you do want to be a people person. You have to. And if you're not a people person, don't do it. don't do it. Don't get the license.
Don't get the license to find out you don't really like people like
that. Right, that's what I'm saying. Do something else.
With this person's attitude.
Right.
They tripping.
Right.
Can't believe he said that to me.
Right, okay.
Go and talk to yourself. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Right.
Can't believe this.
Right, can't believe
Call your cousin.
Right.
They talking crazy.
They talking crazy to me.
I can just picture, because you know what I'm saying, especially if they buying, how, you know what I'm saying, it might be irritating, you know what I'm saying, because I want it this way, or speak, you know what I'm saying, like, I've been doing this game for so long, I know, you know what I'm saying.
Now, yeah, you know about it, but then they're new to it, and they're like, no. Yeah. And people will, like, if you're not available, they might call another realtor and have them show them the house, and they didn't like it anyway, and then now you got to show them a house again. So if you can't deal with, with getting over that real quick,
like I just like, oh what? What's the commission on this?
you have to be a people person, because that's happened to me. They called somebody else and they had them show them the house, and then they came back to me because they didn't like them. Like, yeah, of course you didn't like them. I could have told you that. I mean, you know, but welcome back. You know,
thank you.
Right?
Let's do this. It's right. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Right, and that's just how it is. So, and that's the nature of the business. So, if you don't like people, don't do it.
So, if you don't like people, just go ahead and cut it out.
Y'all cut it out. Just do something else.
Okay, now we learning now.
Yeah.
Can you share a memorable experience you had with a client that highlighted your approach to real estate?
Maybe my first deal. I guess I wouldn't say it's necessarily a one client, but maybe once you've been in real estate for about a year, you kind of set boundaries. I set boundaries. Some people like, oh, you know, I don't know. I fire clients.
Oh, damn. They fire clients.
I vet all my clients. I only work with certain people, because what you begin to realize is that some people can, you just can't work with everybody. And you're not everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine. And then some people just not worth it. I'd rather sit and wait for somebody else. And that's what I've learned as a real estate agent. Like, I haven't had to fire a lot of clients, but have I had to fire a client, or has it gotten close? Yes. Have we made amends? That's a people person. Have we made amends and continue? Yes. One of them being my ex-boyfriend. So, I don't know if he watches this, but I almost fired him. Okay, I drafted the paper, and we talked it out, and we kept moving. But I sold the house, you know.
Right.
But it's a, you know, it's because it's a trust business.
Okay.
It's a trust. You have to trust people. So I set boundaries now. Time boundaries with clients, vetting clients, all that stuff. So that's what I've learned in this business. So any new real estate agents, I know a deal, you so hungry for the first deal at first. Once you get your first couple of deals, and then you get the scary clients, or the clients that don't trust you, or the clients that don't believe you, you begin to set boundaries. That's how you survive this business.
Setting boundaries. Huh?
Setting boundaries, absolutely.
So the clients because it's their first time buying the house, so they be scared? Or
it's just some people are unrealistic. They think they want more. You're telling them, hey, I can't sell a house for this much. They're like, I don't believe you. The market, I didn't pick the price. I just did some comps, and the market said it. So I know what I can. I'm not a magician, magical. I can't sprinkle extra $30,000 on top of, the market value. So it's just some things that people, you just have to bring them to reality. And just even recently, I had, before my injury, I was trying to help someone, and they just wanted a house that they couldn't afford. They wanted a house in an area that they couldn't afford. I'm like, look, so I'm showing them a house in their price range, and they don't want it. Because now they stuck on getting this house. They want a 4-bedroom. You can only afford a 3-bedroom. And those are the type of conversations that you have to have with people. So, and it's like, well, either you come up with more down payment, or you come up with a bigger loan amount to get the house you want. Like,
right.
I'm not telling you can't get it. I'm telling you can't get it for this price.
Right.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. So that's where you have to set the boundaries and really learn when to help people, or if you can't help them. Somebody to come to me and say, I got $30,000 cash. What house can I get you? You can get the hell out. That's what it's no house for $30,000. It's very few houses. I've seen a few. But if you want a move-in ready house for $30,000, no, it's not possible. I can't do it.
That don't even sound possible.
Yeah, it's not possible. But some people believe that if they call a real estate agent, it's possible. And it's not.
We don't know magic, man.
Right, we not magicians. We just human beings that are very skilled in how to sell and buy and sell houses. That's it.
I wonder, do people, as realtors, do y'all let people know, like, do y'all, like, I know you see their financial and you knowing that they can't afford it, do y'all try to talk to them out of it, or y'all let them make the decision?
I just try to be upfront and I say, look, I try to show them what they can afford.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is why I say, because they'll go look at a house with another real estate agent for $300,000. They fall in love with it. Then they go to the lender.
Mm-hmm.
And the lender says, oh, well, based on your financial situation, you only got $150,000. So now they want a $300,000 house for $150,000, and it's just impossible. And it should have been the reverse. They should have went to the lender first.
Mm-hmm.
And then they should have looked at a house, because now they stuck on it, and we're never going to get anywhere. If that's the case, you'll never find a house. You know what I'm saying?
You'll never find a house that way.
You'll never find a house that way, and that's happened a lot of times. You'll be surprised how many times I've run into that situation.
Where people want more than what they're paying for.
What they can afford, yeah. And when I show them what they can afford, they so disappointed they either stop looking, or I guess they call other agents, somebody tell them something they want to hear.
I don't know, I heard something online that you supposed to buy the house before the car because the bank looked like, is it something like that?
There is a such thing as debt to income ratio.
Okay.
So you have to, the bank will approve how much house you can get based on your debt to income ratio. So they want it to be a certain percentage of your income. So if you have a car note, that's going to take away from the house. Absolutely.
So look, get your house.
Get your house first.
Or pay that car off.
Right.
Before you try to go get a house.
Yes. Right.
Yeah, they need that information.
Right, because then you can use the $500 or $600. I don't know if that's still the range of a car note, because they up there now. But you can use that towards your mortgage.
No, support, yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do you tailor your service to meet, how can I say this? Because I want to give them my own spin. How do you tailor your service that you do to people that don't need to be buying a house? Like, how do you, like, cause you so up and happy what you do. Mm-hmm. How do you tailor that where you knowing that they don't need to buy it, but how do you make it where it fits for them? Like, how do you get it to fit for them?
So, here's my philosophy as a real estate agent. It's one of my little secrets I'll give y'all. If we look at more than 10 houses and you haven't picked one, we have a conversation. I have a conversation with any client. So if I'm working with a client and we looked at 10 houses and they still like, no, okay, we need to sit down and have a conversation, because you're either trying to settle for something, or something you're not seeing what you like. Because all the houses gonna have a bedroom, a bathroom, a living room, kitchen, maybe a basement, maybe not a basement. That's gonna be optional, is the basement. All of them are gonna be the same. Some gonna need some work, some not gonna need some work. Pretty much the houses are the same. So it's either location, it's going to be the kind of house, or something. So I had that happen to me one time with a client, and she was like, really, I want a condo.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't want a house. So I sit down and I talked to her, and she said, I really want a condo. But she didn't think she could get one with FHA because another realtor told her she couldn't. And I said, it's harder, but it's possible. We started looking at a condo, and we got her in the house. I got her in her condo in 45 days later.
So what did you just say?
FHA.
What does that stand for?
That's Federal Housing Authority.
Okay, where they grant people money?
Yeah, so You have conventional financing. That's just where you get a lender, a private lender, to give you the money.
Okay.
But you have to have like a 620 or better credit score. Your debt to income ratio has to be really good. I think like 40% or something like that. So if you don't, the government is more lenient, right?
Okay.
And that's where the FHA come in. So they'll maybe let you have 50 something percent debt to income ratio, and you can have a 550 credit score, but they'll let you buy a house. And that's what FHA is. So it's a little bit they give more flexibility to people who are not as credit savvy as some other people.
What is that? Is similar to where I think was it Instagram or the news where they was giving people like 25,000? Is that like that program to get to move in the house?
That's not. No,
Okay,
that's
so
not it. That's different. That's the Michigan State Department, the Housing Authority.
Okay.
So it's MSDHA. I don't know what it's called, but that's the Housing Authority. But you do have to have a 6 plus credit score to get that kind of assistance. That money towards your to buy a house, towards your down payment or your closing costs. So.
Okay. What marketing strategies do you find most effective in attracting buyers in today's market?
In today's market, it's really about, to me, pricing.
Mm-hmm.
Price is everything. People don't know price is king.
Mm-hmm.
Pricing is king. That's mostly it. Other than that, I mean, you just do the regular marketing that you do for anybody else. You can just depending, but if you're trying to go above price or trying to sell it for more, that's when you have to try to get extravagant. Maybe put it all socials, videos, and you see people saying, "Come see this house I'm selling" and stuff like that. All that because they're trying to trying to get it for the top dollar of what the market is for. So you really got to get creative. But if you do the price right, it's pretty easy.
I got a question now too. Is any specific jobs that realtors can't do since they're a realtor?
We don't do home inspections.
Okay.
I cannot advise anyone on the condition of a home. I can't do it. Now I've seen a bunch of homes, and I can look and I can see things and I can call them out, but I can't advise them.
Okay.
That's for someone who, and I don't know if you have to be licensed in the state of Michigan to be a home inspector, but you gotta have to get someone who, is a contractor, familiar with those things, and say, okay, yes, the foundation needs $20,000 worth of work, or the foundation is crumbling. I can't say that, even though I can see it with my eyes that it's crumbling, but I cannot advise on the condition of a home.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How do you leverage social media and digital platforms to promote properties?
Pretty much just like content. Content is content. I've done videos. I've done a video where we did drone footage because I was selling 4-acre land. So I just knew it would be better if we did drone footage. So I've done that and posted that. At first, I didn't think we needed it, but as soon as I posted it, the house sold quick. It sold within like 30 to 60 days of that. I posted on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I posted everywhere. TikTok. Wherever we posting it, Zillow.
This house gotta go.
Gotta go, right. I'll do a live from the house every week, okay? Open houses, we do all of that. So I leverage social media to my advantage to sell a house as well as I use it to promote myself and houses. So that's what I do.
So you know what you're doing.
Absolutely.
I was teaching you on TikTok. You got it down pat. You know what I'm saying? You for sure ain't scared of the camera.
You can be. I mean, this is a way of, this is where it's going.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Can you discuss any innovative techniques you use to showcase homes?
I like to make sure any home that I'm gonna list has good lighting.
Mm-hmm.
It has to have good, like it's up to date. I might look and say, hey, clean the carpet. I do a walkthrough of any house I'm gonna list, and I'm gonna be like, okay, we need to do this to get the house. If you're looking for this, I can get that. You might need to replace the carpet, or you might need to do a good cleaning, or replace the light bulbs, replace the light fixtures. Like, just things like that can make a big difference in selling a house.
Okay.
So but lighting is everything. When I show a house, all lights on. Everyone.
See everything.
Yeah, see it all. Yeah. Like content, you want to like.
Is the person that's selling a house, is they allowed to be when you sell a house, or is it recommended not to be?
What, like?
If the person, like the person you're selling the house for, can they be there
when they're showing the house? I don't recommend it. Have I had clients be there when they were selling the house? Yes.
And what's that experience like?
It just makes the buyers uncomfortable that somebody's there.
Right. Why would you be there?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Why you don't need to be there. If you have anything that valuable, just take it out the house while it's being shown. Because hopefully, if we had a price and everything right, the showing should be a week or two. It shouldn't be like months and months and months of showing the house. It should be pretty standard. So if you have anything of that much value, take it out the house. Mm-hmm. And then you don't have to be there with, then you're not scared somebody gonna steal it, and they're there with a licensed agent. Nobody wants to. We got to test. We got to pay dues. We got to do all this. We're not trying to get it so somebody lose it to somebody stealing something out of somebody's house. So.
Okay. Have you sold a house when the owner was there before?
Yeah, I had an elderly couple. I loved them. They were so nice. They were great, but they just didn't get the concept of leaving the house. They didn't get the concept. So every time they were there for every showing, I'd be like, "You can leave." They'd be like, "Nope." We sit here, and the people walk up and they sit in the garage. And, hey, and I'm like, yeah. And I just would tell the other agents, clients will be on site. I give them a warning, so it's not as uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? But they just didn't get the concept of the house sold. So.
Right. That's all that matters.
Right.
I'm glad y'all was down that one.
Right. Well, like I said, they were great people. They just were older, and they didn't get the concept of we have to leave when the buyers come by.
We gonna sit here.
Right. We gonna sit here. Right.
What neighborhoods in Michigan are currently trending, and why do you think they are gaining popularity?
The neighborhoods that are trending are like the East English Village, the Indian Village, certain parts of Michigan, certain parts of Detroit. Detroit is trending. Detroit, it used to be a time where it was cheaper to move in Detroit than into the suburbs. But now it's like reverse.
Wow.
It's almost reverse or equal to. So you can have $300,000. You can move to Southfield. You can move to West Bloomfield. You can move to Detroit. Because they all got $300,000 houses in it.
Wow.
Yeah. So Detroit
is Rosedale Park 300? What their house is going for over there?
They've always been up there, in Rosedale Park.
Rosedale Park, nice.
Right. So that's why I said I was not too far. We weren't in Rosedale Park, but I grew up not too far from it. But yeah, it's up there. Probably, like you said, to $250,000 to $500,000. Yeah, $500,000. So, but that's one of the places that didn't lose a lot of value during the crash.
You can tell just the whole community over there is just clean, and you don't hear nothing about that community. Thank God. Like that community, like y'all together. I don't think they gotta have a community organized. They have meetings over there. They got to.
Right. Yeah.
There's no way you don't hear nothing about it. You can go over there and trick or treat. It's just a good environment over there. There's a park over there that I'll just sometimes just go sit at. And I'll just be like, man, it's just so quiet through here. Like,
and do you ever go like off an outer drive between 6 Mile and Grand River, the houses, on going towards Evergreen. They're so big and beautiful.
Yeah, I love them houses.
Yeah.
That whole outer drive is fire.
Yeah. It's definitely a great east side too. East side too.
Where
They call it, is it Chandler Park? Not Chandler Park. No. It's not too far from Chandler Park. It's
okay.
It's on the tip of my tongue. It's not. They call it something, but it's on the east side.
It's nice.
And it's off Outer Drive. Yeah, not too far from Chandler Park. And it's a nice community, just like the west side. Off Outer Drive though.
Yeah, I was reading something. The east side was built first. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, it was. But I can tell due to like the old fashioned and just the whole layout over there.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's where you get into the time. So maybe the east side was built up 2030s, and then maybe 4050s they came over and did the other side of Outer Drive and created that Rosedale Park community, right? But it's in that community you have to, all the mistakes they made on the east side, they didn't make them on the west side because that was the second community, not the first. So that's how that goes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The best community.
Right.
Let me stop. I love Detroit. Let me stop.
Right.
I'm being messy.
Right.
I love y'all though. How do local amenities and communities features impact buyers' decisions in Michigan?
We said local communities. Yeah, people like places where they can get their groceries, get quick access to shopping, work. You know what I'm saying? So the things like that, those impact drastically. So if you don't have like you see an area where it's not a grocery store or they don't have access to shopping, that's not going to be a community that's going to be a high value community. Because they're going to want those kind of, conveniences that's close by. You don't want to have to drive so far from your home to go to the grocery store.
Right.
You really want to go 5 minutes tops. Go to the grocery store.
Okay.
Yeah, restaurants,
Yeah, for sure. Because you just think about it, if you cooking and you forgot something, man, you don't want to drive 30 minutes away to get nothing.
Right.
You ain't gonna want to cook it no more.
Right, exactly. You now you mad and then you ready to move.
Yeah,
I need to move.
I need somewhere closer.
Right.
Need somewhere that got some things I can get to.
That's it.
In grocery stores, people, I reckon, for sure. That's why they all through the community the way that they are. Even when they built that one on Myers in Grand River, when they put that Myers over there, that was the first one before Woodward, wasn't it? The one on Woodward. Yeah, when they built that, the city was happy. I was happy. I'm like, dang, we got a Myers we can go to that's not far.
Right.
And I can remember the feeling when they built it, like, they can shoot up there, but now I don't go up there no more. But sometimes, but y'all, I see too many people. I know what things that I was supposed to see. So look, I'm gonna go somewhere else.
Right.
I love y'all. When y'all first started, I support it. So don't think I ain't never been there, but I can't swoop up there no more.
Right. Listen, I grew up over there. I don't go there. I have to ask my mom, see if she still goes, but I don't know. But that's why I said, but the housing values did go up because that Myers was there. Yeah.
See, that's why it's so important to making investments in the community.
Absolutely.
On the commercial side, it just, we all play a part in building the economy up. Like, little do we know, like, that's why we need businesses to hook up our houses and take care of them. Yeah. Because it keeps value.
Yeah, it holds the value in the community. So to support the local business owner who did open a, small supermarket, and they need that support to keep the doors open, and then that helps the community, the whole value in the community.
Everything counts.
Right. Absolutely.
What are some common misconceptions about the real estate industry that you frequently encounter?
That the market's gonna crash again. If I had $1 for everybody, so I'm gonna wait till the market crash, man. I'll be rich. Okay.
But how? Oh yeah, you would. How,
They waiting on that 2012 crash, like 2012 prices. They waiting on them, but you know that was like a once in a lifetime opportunity.
We not gonna get that for the next 60, 70 years if that do happen.
You have to think that probably hasn't happened in 100 years. So like, why would it happen again 15 years later? Like it's not gonna happen. If anything, the prices have gone up.
How much was the houses going for when that crash? What did it just do?
I mean, people were getting houses. I've heard of people getting houses for $500. $500.
What?
$1,000, $5,000. They were getting like investment properties. Oh, I know a bunch of people.
Good houses.
They still own them. Tax. They were getting them from the tax auctions and things like that. So I've seen people. I've heard of them they got some great deals, and they're well off today because of the great decisions they made. But they were prepared. So you had to be financially prepared to take advantage of things like that. And that's another reason why, like I said, I think it's a big seller's market, because if you bought your house, a house that should have been $400,000, you got it for $150,000 in 2012, would you move? Nope. I'm not moving.
I'm not moving on no $250,000.
Right. So, no, I wouldn't move.
They cleaned up then back
then. Yeah, they want them same perks.
Wow. Like what makes the market crash? Like the housing market. What happened to what loans? Like how is that process? Like how do it just crash?
That back then, you know, the loan process was different, which is why they have all these requirements now, debt to income ratio.
They were just giving people houses.
They was giving people's houses.
People that couldn't even afford it.
Let me tell you, you could get no loan, no income, no job, no assets. You can get a house. He was putting houses in their dog's name, they said. I've heard.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they basically just passed the houses out.
They was giving them away. Like Oprah.
Everybody that got a house then, I know y'all happy.
Yeah.
Y'all happy, you know what I'm saying? I know, like you said, they are well off.
They're well off, and the value has at least tripled or quadrupled. Yeah, they did good. I should have gotten one.
And they can just take that money, pull the equity out, go buy another house, hook it up, off just free house off a free house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
They winning. Is you, as a realtor, you allowed to buy houses and fix them up and sell them? Okay,
absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of realtors end up doing that. They end up going into flipping. So they don't just buy and sell forever, but they end up going into flipping. And some people get their license just so they can get good deals, or they can save money on commissions and things like that, and they just flip houses.
Oh yeah, that's work the system. Get it.
Right. Now, like I said, it's that you taking on double stress. That's gonna be a lot of stress. I would just pass it off for the commission. I don't think it's worth it, but to each his own.
To each his own.
Right, because you gotta fix it up, sell it, you know. So no, but yes, we can do that.
Was you selling houses around COVID?
Yes.
Okay, so how was the COVID-19 pandemic affected the real estate market in Michigan, and what lasting changes do you foresee?
So during COVID, the first thing that happened, people stopped taking their home. That's when the market turned to a seller's market, because people was like, okay, I'm not buying a house, I'm not selling a house. So the market got really quiet at first. The following year, they lowered those interest rates to 3%, and people were paying well over at 10, 20, 30% over asking for houses. It changed drastically. So it might have been a $200,000 house, because if you have a 3% mortgage and you have a 6% mortgage, your 3% mortgage, you might only have to pay $1,200 a month. At 6%, you might have to pay $1,800 a month. Okay, Just as an example, don't quote my math. I'm
Right.
not listening. I'm not licensed so in that part. No longer loan originator, so because you can't give out numbers like that. But it's that savings at $600 a month. And savings is and you can buy more house. So now you can get approved for at 3%. You can get approved for a $300,000 house. At 6%, you might only get a $200,000 approval.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference. The
Okay.
interest rates make a lot of difference. So during COVID, people could get more house. So they were willing to pay more, but then they had to come up with more cash. So if they had a 401k that they had been saving in, they was pulling out and getting houses. Hey, that house going for $2, I'll go 260. It's mine. And that's what COVID did.
COVID put that money out here.
Yeah, the people was cashing out. So if you had cash was king.
You had that cash?
Right. It was not enough just to be pre-approved. You had to be pre-approved and have extra cash to win.
That COVID.
So that's what COVID did to the market. It introduced paying over asking.
So put more money in the market, basically.
And it drove the housing values up because now the house is sold for $200,000, sold for $260,000. So maybe I wasn't thinking about selling my house, but at $260,000, I might go ahead and sell my house. Now I can sell at $260 because the house down the street sold at $260.
Fire. That's monopoly for real.
Right, it is monopoly.
We might as well put that right on the side of America.
Right, you're right, exactly.
Everybody should get a board game.
Right.
That's monopoly.
Exactly.
What are your predictions for the Michigan real estate market in the next 5 to 10 years?
I think it's still going to be a seller's market. They have a shortage of housing. Housing has a shortage, so I think it's going to be a seller's market for a while.
It's a shortage of houses?
Right. So overall, the federal government released last year that there was a housing shortage. They had more people who looking for houses than they had houses. So for now, it's going to be a reduction, a shortage. It's going to be a seller's market for at least the 5-10 years. People say, "Oh, the market might crash." The stock market has to crash first. That's what happened last time. Then the housing market follows. So you have to wait for that stock market, and the stock market been going up.
Right.
Yeah. So, so that's what I think. I think we're going to be in the seller's market for a while because houses are still going. It's our slow season, and they're going over ass. Not by much, not 10 and 20% anymore, but like maybe 2, 3.
People got some little money ducked off. And people are being entrepreneurs a lot. Like people are going for. They just not settling no more. Like you know what I'm saying? They're like, we gotta do something extra. You know what I'm saying? Get some extra money.
Exactly.
And put it to work. So I think like all these things that we have, like AI, all these things we can capitalize off of and enhance people's knowledge of the things that they didn't know is going to shift the economy to people to make more money. Because they ain't got to sit around and ask what's the name or try to get this. They can easily type in ChatGPT, hey, I need to, you know what I'm saying? Like how you do this and how you do that. I'm looking, you know what I'm saying? So the world is really changing. I'm reading a book on AI right now and just learning like what AI is.
And what it does, yeah. I took a class.
I only read the first 23 pages and I was just like, we really been in AI. People just ain't paying attention until they start using the word AI, but we've been here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We've been here. Like after me reading the little 23 pages, I'm like, hold on, this is deep because it opened your mind up. Because I'm like, I gotta learn about AI. It's too.
Oh yeah. Anybody who don't know AI is behind them.
They gotta get on it.
Yeah, they have to.
How do you see technology shaping the future of real estate and transactions?
It's just like anything, it'll be quicker. things will be quicker. Just for example, something that maybe was a disruptor was like DocuSign. Because as a real estate agents back in the day, they had to print all the paperwork out, drive it to their clients, they sign it, drive it back. Then they got to give it to the other real estate agent. They got to take it to their clients. They got to drive and sign it. Now, I email it to my clients. They email it to their, it's already signed by the seller. I email it to my clients. They sign it, send it to them. They sign it. We can do it in 30 minutes. So instead of all that driving. So that just off the signature. So now they'll be able to do stuff. We'll be able to, with the banking and the lender, we'll be able to probably get the closings down quicker.
So faster transactions.
Faster transactions.
Overnight transactions going on.
From offer to close would be quicker. Which I think it should be. I mean, I don't know what they do in the lender process, but I think it should be.
No. It should be. I mean, people want it now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They want it. They got the money. They just want it. You know what I'm saying?
The instant gratification.
The instant gratification on gold. So discipline, discipline yourself. I'm trying to tell you.
Right. Okay.
I've been there, done that. Go
okay.
You need that discipline.
You need discipline for sure.
What advice would you give to the first-time home buyer in Michigan?
Know what you can afford to buy first. That's my first advice, because I know so many people that I've been talking to them for 10 years, they haven't bought a house yet because they're looking at houses that they can't afford. So they just keep waiting to try to afford the house, but the house prices keep going up.
They keep going up.
Keep going up. So I was helping them maybe in COVID. No, it's been about 6 years, and they still don't have a house yet. Know what you can afford and look at that first. That way you don't get your mind set on something you can't afford to buy. Because that's ultimately the killer of it. It's like killing the dream. Everybody want to follow their dreams, but once you realize your dream is out of reach, you don't want to do anything. So my advice is to talk to a lender, see where you are, or talk to a real estate agent, see where you are. They can refer you to a lender, and once you see where you are, then you can know, okay, this is what I need to do. Now you have a game plan. And that's, to me, because it's okay if you can't afford the house, but maybe you need to get a new job, or maybe you need to save up some money or something. But we have to know your expectations, because like I said, we're not magicians.
Right. No, for real.
Yeah, so that's my biggest advice. I've seen it happen too many times where they just, they want $150,000 house, maybe only get approved for $100,000. You need $50,000 more. Where you gonna get it from?
Yeah. That, to me, that's just living out your means. I thought you're supposed to live below your means.
A lot of people don't.
You got to, that's the only way to really sustain and get comfortable to make the next steps in life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we focus on the material world so much of having what we want instead of what we can afford.
What we can afford, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of people, because now that they can't afford it, they just give up and they do nothing. Because the house that's $100,000 is not going to look as nice as the house that's $150,000.
Right.
It's going to look different. Maybe it's not 3 bedrooms. Maybe it's only 2. Maybe it's only 1,000 square feet. It's not 15. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be some change, some things that you have to sacrifice, and people don't like to sacrifice.
Yeah, especially when a house is the most important thing decision you're gonna make out your life. And you gotta make it right. You gotta make it logical. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You go buy and I feel like I can afford this and I can do that, and then you lose the house. It was like,
yeah.
And then for the people that rent all that time, you could have been halfway done with your house.
They could have been almost finished paying off the house. And a lot of the times they rent, and I've had it happen where the landlord is tired of being a landlord, or they need the money and they want to sell it. and now they scrambling to find another place to live. So they think that's more is more beneficial or it's more. No, it's not necessarily.
Not at all.
Not at all. And it happens more often than people believe.
Yeah. I think people should start getting their homes quicker, like early 20s. I wish I would have did it early 20s, because I've been paying bills ever since.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Like somebody should have said, like, man, don't pay no rent. Get you a house. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to eventually have to move, you have to fast forward. These things is going to happen. You might, you better off just paying on the house and gaining equity in it. If you need a couple dollars, get it, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? I could have bought the house next door. This guy I work with, he was an older guy, and he kept getting mortgages. So he was buying, he bought the house next door to his mama's house. He had owned his house. And I was like, what the hell you? He was like, man, I just got these different mortgages. And he was an older guy, he like 60. And you know what I'm saying? So he showed me right there that buy you a house, go ahead, get the equity, go ahead and get that house next to you. You know, because he didn't want nobody staying next door to his mama. So he had a chance, he bought the house. And he got people in there living and paying off the house. But I was just like,
bring it out.
That's how you accumulate. And he's living under his means. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was just like, it's so easy to gain when we think in long term about financial decisions.
That's what I tell people. Like, if you look at, I can rent for $1,200 now, and I get a $1,200 mortgage. In the short term, it looks the same, right?
Yeah.
In the long term, the home is better because you're paying off a mortgage, and now you have equity in that property. So you own the property. At some point, first it's pretty much going to stay around $1,200 a month for almost the entire duration if you get a fixed rate mortgage. Well, taxes, they shouldn't really change. They don't change in Michigan. I can't speak on other states. Let me say that, because some states have gone up on their taxes and insurance. But pretty much it's going to stay around $1,200. If that rent, they're going to go up $40. So 10 years from now, they might go $30, $40 every year. So if they do that, that's $400. Now you at $1,600 in 10 years from renting. You still at $1,200 if you own. Plus you have equity in that house. So if you want to sell that house, or you want to, you have equity to maybe use that to put a down payment on another house.
Right.
And that's what a lot of people do.
That's the game right there.
That's the game.
You know what I'm saying? That's the game. That's the whole point of getting houses, to have somewhere to stay, but also to gain that equity to make any financial other decisions that you don't have the money. Like, you want to go buy a food truck, you can take that money and go do other investments. Take the food truck money, start paying off the house, still working. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you can create other sources of income just off you owning a house.
Just off you owning it. Exactly. It's definitely downplayed, in my opinion, for a long-term strategy.
Yeah, for sure. How do you balance your professional responsibilities with personal life, especially in a demanding industry like real estate?
I just said boundaries.
Okay.
There are some boundaries again, because I used to take calls and people, new clients. I only take new clients during certain hours. You know what I'm saying? So if it's 9 o'clock at night, I'm not talking to a new client. Now, if it's 9 o'clock at night and we about to write an offer, that's different. I'm going to write that offer, okay? At 9 o'clock, or we get an offer accepted at 9, I'll call people at 11 o'clock, hey, I need you to sign. We got an all-cash offer on the table. I need you to sign this tonight, okay? So those things are different. But anybody new and we're just getting the process started, we can do that in the daytime. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times that's the things I balance. So things that are important, closing, getting to the closing table, getting an offer written, things like that, those take priority over maybe like working with some, vetting a new client, in my opinion. So I just have those boundaries set up, and that's how I do it. So I keep it you know, so I don't burn myself out too. Because you will.
Sure. How do you feel about the upbringing of downtown Detroit?
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for a while to get a good downtown experience, you had to leave the city. You had to go to Chicago, or you had to drive or fly somewhere else to get the experience. I love being able to just drive downtown, pay for parking and walking.
Yeah, for sure.
It's cheaper.
I'm looking at these buildings, and they building right before our eyes. I was down there today. I'm just like, man, it's just they add so much on to it, and the minute you gonna look up downtown, gonna just be like Times Square.
It's gonna be like Chicago or New York, and that's what we want because people pay to go to New York. You know what I'm saying? You know how many people plan trips to New York, and not to be able to not have to plan a trip and go out of town is an experience.
Yeah, I can't wait today. What do you think about? I don't know if you heard about them building. Is that 375? They cutting that off in a few years. And
building on top of it.
What do you feel
I
about?
think that's the way they're trying to go. They're trying to make everything walkable. But you got to think when you go out of town and you're a tourist, you don't drive anywhere. You walk.
Right.
So they're trying to make it more tourist friendly. More tourists, so I can see I can see more tourists in the area. And if you even look on social media, a lot of people be talking about coming to Detroit. But they didn't used to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't used to be like, I went to Detroit this weekend. Like, I remember seeing that a lot. They're doing it now.
Yeah, we got a lot of people coming to the city, and they loving it. Like, especially like the celebrities that come. From out of town, they speak about the times that they have in Detroit. Like, we like it here. It's nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, Detroit is just a vibe itself.
It is a vibe.
Like, the culture, our culture, I can't speak for nobody else, but it's just like we got a culture that people want. Like, how, like the culture just are authentic, like from the meat first to the curry. It just, like our whole vibe just, it's like a rich, like vibe. Like it's just like even if the people that ain't got no more, you know he from Detroit just the way that, or know she from Detroit just the way you carry yourself. Like we already think we somebody, and a person ain't even got past nothing. It's just like you already made it, in our mind, and I just love that because it fires off all of us. You know what I'm saying? Like we are, and I think that's what makes Detroit so interesting. Because of the people and how we all represent each other, like domino effect to all. Like you go, somebody coming from Chicago and they go, they're gonna be like, hey, they all like similar, but they not. Like you know what I'm saying? They different, but you know what I'm saying? But that Detroit culture for life, man.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and I appreciate you taking your time, your effort, coming out and spilling the beans about being a realtor. The information was priceless. It gave me a different outlook, and I really appreciate you stopping by today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you inviting me.
Okay, yeah, y'all go let the people know your social media, where to follow you at.
Okay, so my social media is Kalita Sales Luxury. It's Kalita. That's how you spell my name. Sales Luxury. It's the same on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. That's the name of my website, so KalitaSalesLuxury.com. That's where you can find me.
All right, y'all, go follow us. Thank y'all. This was a beautiful episode, beautiful information that you dropped on us, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I have to do it again.
Okay.
All right.